So how do you put on a wig? I do not wear a stocking cap underneath my wigs. All I wear is just a wig grip. It's kind of like when you go to the shoe store and you put on the little stockings before you try on their shoes. Same thing when you're trying on wigs that are not yours, that you haven't bought, then you wear one of these stocking caps. Because I'm in my studio with all these wigs that are not mine, I always wear a stocking cap on most of the videos that y'all see. So the next thing is you want to make sure that you have it adjusted. Different wigs have different adjustment methods. This one is from Estetica and it just has the regular hook type adjusters, but you see all the little loops here across the bottom. When you put on a wig, if it gaps right here with your lace, it could be your head shape, but it could also be that your wig is too loose. Look at your adjusters in the back if you're having that problem. I turn my wig around and I put my thumbs here right over the tag. And the reason why I do that is because if I'm going to put on a short wig, if I've got my fingers out here to the side, sometimes this will flip underneath and get tucked. And you may not know that, or you may not feel that. And a short wig, it would show. Then I put my forehead against the front of the wig. I don't know how well y'all are gonna be able to see this. Forehead against the front of the wig, and then I stretch this on down. Run your fingers under here and make sure your tags are not sticking out. And I'm guilty of that. I forget to do that sometimes. Then you're just gonna flip your head up. Now, you don't want to wear your wig like that. You want to scoot it back to your hairline. The little hairs are hand tied in that lace. So those are the most delicate parts of your wig. So all of this back here is safe for me to grab and scoot it up with, but I don't ever want to grab this lace and scoot it around or move it around. That's very delicate, so don't do that. Once you pull it back to your hairline, it should be 4 finger widths, sometimes 3, depending on what looks better to you. Then I'm gonna grab my ear tabs. Now I'm a little crooked right now. I have one ear tab back here and one that's a little further forward. Wiggle the wig down on your head and make sure those are even. Certain wigs have more pronounced ear tabs than others. Certain caps are gonna sit a little higher. So it doesn't necessarily have to come and sit directly in front of your ears. The ear tabs have little metal stays in them. You can bend those. That way your wig's not kind of winging out like this. You want to cup them in just a little bit to let them fit snugly on your head. Then I can start adjusting and styling my wig. That's how you put a wig on. Easy as that. I'm ready for the day. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.